So the one thing for everyone who's on this call, at any point, wherever you are in your industry or in your function, the idea is to sit back, get a coffee, and breathe. Okay, because AI is not going anywhere. It's going to keep moving forward in its development, but it isn't predictable where it's going to land, and it's always going to be transforming. So, I have so many statistics on what everything looks like, and I'll give you this type of a thought process. Society has been in that FOMO area many, many times just in my lifetime alone. Whether it's in computer programming and law, investment banking, and social media, it's like everything keeps changing. You have private investment, public investment just being thrown at the transformation without a consideration of what the end goal is or what the inputs are going to be. And because of this, we've had trillions of dollars in misallocated capital. AI is going to be no different in this. And so, let's level set here and say there are approximately 30 million software developers on the planet, and the 60% of functionality that's built by technology is not used. And we waste about $1 trillion annually in the spend for technology. And that's why I say step back, grab a coffee, and let's think this thing through. I just said AI has not settled. It's going to always be transforming, and we don't know where it's going to be. So for those of you who are sort of like on the front end of things and interacting with the customers, it's going to be, nobody cares that you're using AI. That's an expectation going forward. Everyone has access to the same models, APIs, and uses the same large language models in a way. And private investors aren't going to be here to fund your experiments. So don't lead with the tool, lead with the content. And that's where I think that the value is going to be. So let's start to talk about the data itself. And so, Mary Beth, before I go into that, do you guys want to interject here?
Yeah, I mean, I think, we see when we talk to people all the time, they're like, where do we start? How do we get a handle on this? I have to do AI. It's the fear of missing out. You have to start somewhere, but it all comes like the back to basics of looking at the problem, stepping through that, looking at where they want to go, and then mapping out that process, which I know you've done a ton of transformation in your career looking at that. But the foundation always comes back to that data, right?
Yeah.
Like, how are we going to ingest the data, manage that data, clean it, organize it, normalize it, so that then it can be read by these machine learning models,
Right.
and give us the right results, what we're looking for.